A hot pink ball of yarn with 2 pink crochet hooks crossed in the middle above the words D-Made Crochet.
Hey guys, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel, D-Made Crochet. So I teased on my Instagram earlier about this envelope, and I had said that it is not yarn and it's not a hook, but it is specifically crochet related. So I told you guys that I would be opening it on video, and I'm going to, and I'm really excited. I know what it is already, but I wanted to share with my peeps. So y'all, it's been a week. It's been like one of those weeks that feels like it lasts 146 days. It is now Thursday, and it was good to find this in the mail yesterday. So it is a pattern book, and it is a Braille pattern book. So all this, and what it is, you know how there's that craze that was going on earlier in the summer about the kitty couches? So a friend of mine asked me to make a kitty couch for her, and I looked at the pattern. I bought the pattern, and it was not accessible. It was just like a scanned image of a PDF, and I can't. So with our screen readers, if the PDF isn't formatted to be accessible, it just shows up as a picture. And our screen reader technology has not evolved to the point where it can say, okay, in this picture, I can recognize that they're, these are the words, or, what have you. And if it has, because sometimes it does do text recognition, it's not reliable, especially when you're following a pattern, because the pattern is like a recipe, right? So you wouldn't want to go off a recipe that you can only sort of read, right? Especially if it's for a friend. So there's an organization here in Milwaukee, and it is called ABLE, and that stands for Audio Braille Literacy Enhancement. And their mission is to provide books in alternative formats for people who can't read print. So it's not just for people who are blind, it's for people who might have a print reading disability, like maybe dyslexia or other forms of learning disabilities that they would need books and things like that in alternate format. So I have been fortunate enough to know the executive director of ABLE for years now. I met her in 2007. So she's a good friend of mine. And so over the years, I've done some volunteering with ABLE. They do a lot with the kids in the public schools here in Milwaukee, the kids who are blind and low vision. And we've also personally had things done. For example, when Brian and I got married, we got our wedding programs done by ABLE, just so that our blind and low vision guests could enjoy the program as well. And so when I got my Craft Yarn Council certification, there was a piece of the assignment sheet that was, you had to read a pattern on a chart, which was not accessible. So I reached out to ABLE to see if they could make it for me, and they did, and it turned out awesome. And without their help, I wouldn't have passed. So when I ran into this kitty couch accessibility barrier, I immediately reached out, and they were able to do it. And the cool thing is with ABLE is, so this pattern, I believe I paid $5.95 for the pattern. And so guess what? ABLE is going to charge me $5.95. So I get this beautifully written, and they do proofreading, and then they bind the stuff really nicely for you. I get this for $5.95. So for those who don't know, Braille can be really expensive, and that's one of the main reasons that a lot of school districts and workplaces are really trying to extinguish Braille, because they say it's really expensive to produce. And so I'm just really, really thankful for an organization like ABLE that, that's their mission. And so I paid $5.95 to, I think this came from Annie's. Yes, Annie's Crochet, and then kitty couches is what this is. But so I paid $5.95 to Annie's, and then I paid $5.95 to ABLE. And ABLE could charge way more, because it is true, Braille is expensive to produce, but I think that one of the reasons it's so expensive to produce is because it's not common. And so once it becomes more common and more people see the value of it, it's going to be way more in demand, and we're going to be able to bring the cost down. So anyway, that's my big soapbox about Braille. But I wanted to show you guys my pretty pattern book. So I'm gonna be making kitty couches. So I am also going to get back into making tutorials. I know I haven't done much in the last few weeks, but it's you know, I said at the beginning of this video that it's been a week. It's more been like the last couple months have just been hard. So anyway, that's all I had for today. If you want to learn more about Able, their website is ablenow.org. So that's ABLENOW.org. And like I said, they're based out of Milwaukee. They do all kinds of things. They do textbooks, and they do, you know, restaurant menus. They do pattern books. So anyway, that's all I had. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
5 minutes. Pink text on a black background that says contact me. Insta at dmadecrochet. Email dmadecrochet@gmail.com. A hot pink ball of yarn with 2 pink crochet hooks crossed in the middle of it above the words DMade Crochet.